a heel on the ground. What is going on, guys? Today is day 2 of viewer submitted review week, which means all videos this week were created by and submitted by you guys, the viewers. Check out some of these thumbnails. If you missed yesterday's video, go check it out. Quick reminder, I'm not rating these videos based on skill. I'm judging them based on watchability, and I'm here to point out obvious mistakes that you guys might not know you're making in order to help you guys make better videos. Although today's video is from Southside Skate Park, I skimmed through for the thumbnails, and it does not look like these guys are beginners rewind and play. So today's video is kind of a unique challenge. Also, I've said millions of times, don't submit VX footage. I also always say start your videos off with a bang. So even though these skaters might be really highly skilled, they're already doing what a lot of skate videos do by boring people to death before they get a chance to watch the actual skating. We have these guys dancing around. Please, we're a minute into the video. Finally, some skating. All right, we get this guy. Okay, we're gonna skip all the way to the middle because I feel like that's what I would actually be doing. Huge crooked grind. I wonder what I missed earlier. You guys are gonna say you missed all those cool tricks earlier. My answer would be, whose fault is that? My fault or the editor's fault that wanted to make a bum video instead of a skate video? Nice frontside flip here, filming. Fantastic quality, looking great. Fakie tray flip, switch heel flip, boned it out. Fakie backside flip. Is this the end? Pushing once. Maybe we missed the real. What the fuck is going on? You could have just turned. Why the huge break in action? Really cool nollie big heel right there. The line overall was great, but why take a lunch break in the middle of the skate video like that? I'm not really sure. Nollie frontside flip, I think. All right, we get some manuals. Big spin out on the manual. We're rolling around, getting ready. A lot of roll up here for the fakie flip up. Switch Wally up into the grind. Love to see it. Filmer did the dip at the end. Tail slide pop out. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of these guys had bigger sponsors than just a skate shop, but one thing that does help is having somebody that has a camera with this good quality that is actually taking the filming serious so that they can make the skaters look as good as possible. A lot of the times when we do these user submitted ninja reviews, it's a lot of people filming themselves on tripods. This video is kind of more so like, I guess what it is, a skate shop video. So we're not here to hold it to the skate shop video standard. We're simply here to point out mistakes that maybe the skaters don't know they're making. There may have been a miscommunication in the submission process. I think a lot of people who are submitting videos now to Ninja Review have never actually watched one before, which puts me in an interesting spot because I'm not really sure how to advise these guys on how to make better videos and how to skate better when they're already actually skating pretty good. So this is something I should have noticed. A little bit of mess up on my part. I should have noticed this when I was going through the reviews, but I'm getting, 1,000 DMs a week. It's kind of hard to do everything. I thought I saw a heel drag, but I might have rewinded too far. Oh no, it was right here. You guys got to remember, this is a 17-minute video. Heel on the ground. Definitely a heel on the ground. I wouldn't go home proud of this trick at all, but you know what? I guess the filmer said, who cares? Maybe no one will notice. Maybe everyone that watches the video will be blind. Front heel probably rolling up too. What do we get? Some stairs right here. Nollie tray flip. Maybe a ledge, maybe a manual. That was actually probably fakie now. I think I called that out wrong. Fakie tray flip and then the fakie manual. Fakie flip out. Back tail 270, love to see it. Both angles here, nicely lit up spot. These guys certainly know what they're doing, so I don't think they actually submitted their video to me to look for help. I guess that's what I was trying to explain earlier. I don't think these guys were looking for help. Also, that's probably a heel on the ground, so maybe they do need help. Maybe they need help knowing which tricks actually would count in a game of skate and which ones wouldn't. You would think the barracks would have put a stop to all that, but you know what? I think a lot of skaters are just super optimistic, and they really film tricks and say, well, maybe no one will notice. And for me, I would just call that laziness. We get the skate park now, rolling in. Thought we might end up going upside down, backside air right there, fixing his pants, air to the tail, going up. Oh, nice revert out right there. Now what do we got? Fakey Smith got some feminine arm stees right now, 270. Is it going to get exciting? Tiny, why is that included? Does the line get any better? I mean, I guess it shows consistency. It also shows a lot of rolling around doing nothing. They used to call these blank walls in X Games, although I guess, to be fair, this is not a competition. A lot of roll away here. Looks like this clip is already over. Why is it still going? Not quite sure. Blasted a huge kickflip across the channel there. Got the extra stees with the arms up, lifting the child. Everything you see here will be sloppy from now on, kid. Gap all the way out to the Smith. Love to see it. We get a double set, big flip. Hot pocket heel hanging off maybe a little bit. Back Smith. More fake stees with the dab at the end. Love to see that. Is this the same guy? Maybe this is two different guys. Another air to tail. Already saw that trick. We're repeating tricks already. Showing some falls. Going over, got the deep end. Front blunt. Love to see the front blunts. That's a trick I could never manage to master on anything that actually had like real coping. Kind of getting a little bit bored here, but also I think I'm kind of off my game reviewing this video because it wasn't, I already said this. I don't think this was submitted for them looking for help. So maybe a miscommunication into what the series is actually about. I want to help you guys make better videos. And all I can say here is going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth in a pool. Some people might get a little bit bored at that, rolling down a hill. Nice switch flip. But overall, the part, this part specifically has great variety. Switch nose manual up. We're going to fakey flip out because we already saw that style of trick earlier in the video. Gap to Smith. Not bad. Adds the extra arms out there, faking the stees to try to make the trick appear to be a little bit harder than it is. I don't know why skaters do that. People who have been skating for a long time are always going to be able to see through what you're doing. You see that a lot in these guys that are doing hill bombs and all the fake little skids and all the feminine hands and shit like that. Right there, he had the dab over the head. Right there, you had to make sure the fingers were out. And you guys can say, oh, that's just their natural style. Right there, landing the trick off the curb. The curb required extra arm stees. Right there, we had to put our arms above our heads. You know what I mean? I don't know if people think that others can't see this happening. All right, back. We're going to get some tricks we've probably already seen. Yep, we definitely did already see that trick. All right, back tail to fakie, hand on the ground. Another little fakie ollie, blank wall for no reason, going up, gate compliant to the tail slide. Love to see it. Filmer is doing his best to save the video. I'm sure he went to the skate park and said, can you please not do the same tricks you did the last 5 times we came here and filmed? And the skater said, you know what? I'm going to do what I like. Frontside flip over, gap to wall ride, nicely done. Whoa! That was cool. Man, I rewinded too far. I'm used to only reviewing like 5-minute videos. We have a 17-minute video. I want to see the 3 shove, right? Into the wall. He does grab the wall, not a big deal, but landed that almost effortlessly. I'm not sure you could do that any better. Feebles out, so we do have some variety. We have some flip tricks. We have some rails. We have a whole lot of skate park footage going back and forth. We get the nice salad right there. Had to do the little mini ollie right there and throw his arms in the air to make sure that all the soccer moms, believe that the trick is harder. Grabs the board on the front wall ride. Love to see that. Really not. I mean, it's getting more exciting here. Don't get run over right there. Oh, big gap. So I think that, in my opinion, the part would have been a little bit more enjoyable if we cut out all the repeated skate park tricks. Then again, it's not up to me. I definitely did not expect this guy to do 1,000 stair front board. Going all the way to the top rope. May have scraped his elbow, hit his head right there. Not sure why that was in the video. This must be the fall section. Or maybe this is another skater. What was going on there? Giant rail right here. Felt like touching his balls on the rail now. We're throwing up. I'm sure everyone watches skate videos to see that. Goes through the kinks. We have a new skater has entered the chat, grinding through. He's got the hops, front 180 over the bump to rail. Now we get a board slide going through the grass. Got the signs right there. Did not bring an entire bag of concrete. I kind of feel like I'm reviewing a part that could be on like the Thrasher site. So as far as the composition of the video, that's actually a compliment, even though I'm kind of looking for things to complain about. Nice grab in a street part. Now we're back into the vert ramp, back and forth, back and forth. Then again, the channel is a skate park. So maybe I should keep that in mind. Puts his foot on the ground. Wasn't able to blunt slide the rail, so he had to put his foot on the ground and hand on the board. Make it a little bit easier. This guy's quite sweaty, going for a grind. Gaps out to the bottom. Filmer. I cannot give the filmers and editors enough credit in this video, other than boring the absolute fuck out of everyone at the beginning of the video. The actual filming, when we get into the skateboarding part of the skateboarding video, is really good and exciting. And I don't know if he's directing these skaters to do things like clean up their tricks or film tricks twice. Hand on the ground right there. Filmer, you could have told him. You could have let him know that his hand was dirty, and then it might have proved to him that the trick could be done better. But I am really impressed by the time taken by the filmer and editor to make this video as watchable as it is. Because sometimes they can make or break the watchability of the video. Gap to Smith right there. Falling front board across. Gaps over the curb. Lip slide. He loves putting the pole in his ass. And I know that because the filmer keeps letting me know how much this guy loves pieces of metal up his ass. 5-0 across and down the handrail. Love to see that. Would have also loved to see a fisheye angle. Gaps over the pretty big water gap. Got some hops, doesn't bother skating down the stairs, goes over the complete rail, board slide across and down. That was surely a sackable rail, right up this guy's alley. Backside flip, fakey 180, so the backside flip was kind of pointless right there. If it was just a nose blunt on the handrail, which seems like something he'd be pretty good at, why not up the difficulty on the flat ground tricks a little bit? Here we go. Gap to board slide through the kink at the bottom. His friend is hyped. Looks like a little bit of blurry footage here. Nice Smith grind filming, zooming in. He 50'd this earlier, went back for the 5-0. I love that skaters do that. They put the shittier version of the trick, like the warm-up in the beginning, and that leads up to the harder version of the trick at the end. We got a huge lip slide right there, pushing away. His friend is running, not sure why. Feeble grind, again, another example. Board slid it earlier, went back for the feeble, just to let us know that he's still pushing himself to be the best version of a skateboarder he can be. You guys can sit there all day and watch those shitty rough cut videos, or you can watch a guy that does the warm-up, lands it, and then does the real trick and then lands it. Nobody wants to see all the falls for 27 minutes like those Quasi guys who like to sell cones to skateboarders for $50. This was a bit of a unique ninja review. These guys are skating a lot closer to the level of pros than I'm usually used to when we do ninja reviews. It's typically unsponsored people skating in their backyard or skating their local skate park with a tripod. So there's not a whole lot I can tell these guys to improve on other than clean up those hands on the ground, clean up those toes on the ground, clean up those heels on the ground, clean up those tic tacs, and maybe try to repeat the same tricks less in the video part. Let me know your thoughts in a comment below. A link to this video will be in the description below. And if this is your first ninja review that you've ever watched. Let me show you guys some thumbnails from the other ones. It's typically just beginners and low-level intermediate skaters trying their best to put together a sponsor tape or something like that. So usually I'd be telling you guys, oh, you filmed too much roll-up, too much roll-away. When you landed the trick, you're not in the frame. But for this video, those directions aren't really going to be helpful. So this was a unique episode of Ninja Review, maybe one of the better ones we've reviewed. So everyone involved in this video should be proud of themselves. If you would like to submit your video to Ninja Review, it's very easy. Find me on Instagram. Send me a message. In this message, make sure to write these exact words. This is for Ninja Review, space, then put a YouTube link to your video. Make sure the aspect ratio is 16:9. No Snapchat footage, no vertical footage. Also make sure the video is at least 2 minutes long. And also make sure you actually put effort into the video. I've been getting a lot of submissions of troll videos, of people who send a video and every trick is a toe drag or filming a bird. I know you guys think you're super funny, but people have already thought of that. This series has been around like 7-8 years. I know you guys think that you thought of something insane. It's already been done. It got stale really quickly. No need for troll videos. I want to see what you guys can actually do, because the purpose of this video and this entire series is to help you guys make better skateboarding videos and point out obvious mistakes that maybe you don't know you're making. Make sure to subscribe if you want to, because I upload a video every single day on this channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow. In the arms